Hey friends, this is Elizabeth, and today we're trying to make the authentic Mexican salsa that I grew up with. There's a million versions in Mexico of different salsas, different combinations. So really you can kind of play around to get the right taste that you want. Today I'm making this salsa particularly with seeds in it, intentionally to give it a little bit more spice, to be a little bit hotter. I charred almost everything that goes into it. And then I combine it, and the salsa tastes very smoky, so it's really delicious. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start with one whole onion sliced in half. Now we're gonna go ahead and char the tomatoes and the onions and the garlic and the 2 jalapenos. I'm using the Roma tomatoes for this. I turn the stove on to medium heat, and I'm going to go ahead and let these char for about 10 minutes, turning them as they go along until they're charred on each side, and then I'm going to go ahead and add this batch into a liquefier. Go ahead and add 5 Chile Anchos that were previously dried to the pan, and I'm just going to lightly toast them. The salsa that I'm making here is a traditional salsa from Veracruz. I know it's in other places in Mexico, but we use a lot of Ancho chilies in Veracruz. It's where I was born and raised. And a lot of these red sauces are made with different ingredients, different combinations, but what they have in common is that they have kind of this smoky flavor due to the fact that they're charred, and it makes it really wonderful and delicious, and it will be good with basically anything, on eggs or with your tostadas or nachos. Okay, now that I'm adding everything to a blender or a mixer, you go ahead and just put everything in there and cut off the stems of the chilies and go ahead and use some lime juice. I use a total of 3 limes for this. Adding just a little bit of salt, I added about a little less than a tablespoon of salt. Now I'm going to go ahead and pulse it initially, and then I'm going to just let it blend for about an additional 2 minutes till it's pretty smooth. You want a pretty smooth consistency, and because I left the seeds and everything in, I'm going to go ahead and just blend it. And the taste is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, it's smoky and hot. It's really hot. It tastes better than restaurant or anything that you'd find in a bottle because it's fresh.